Hi guys, it's Gabby Briers here, and I'm really excited to announce that I have joined the 2019 Premier Club this year, and I am so ecstatic. This will be my first year joining and receiving the models. Hopefully I will be doing a review of each as I get it, so as kind of an exciting precursor to that, I'm going to be doing a Premier Club kind of collection tour and my top 5 favorite Premier Club horses that I own. And so I'm just going to get right to it and start with my first Premier Club horse. So first up we have Geronimo from the Premier Club 2016. So this guy, I have a love-hate relationship with him, so he did not make it up to my top 5 Premier Club models that I own. He might be on his way out just to fund some other pretty ponies that I would like. But other than that, he has really pretty coloring, and his masking is actually really nice, and his mapping is really nice as well. So I don't know what to do with him, and I haven't found a good breed for him yet other than a paint horse, but he sadly did not make it onto my top 5, but here we go to the top 5 now. So this is Ashguar from 2013. And I actually won this guy from the 2017 youth show for, I think, reserve champ, I believe. He was reserve champ. And he's done in a beautiful, subtle dappled, fiery chestnut with a really pretty face marking and some short socks. So he took the number 5 slot just because this is a very simple color. It's done very nicely, and I like the mold. It's really dynamic and kind of unique, so he's probably one of my favorites. He's very short, which I think is really cute, and so I think he's like a little angry man. Anyway, on to number 4. Did I call him 5? I don't know. So on to number 4.
Go.
Number 4 would have to be Yasmine from 2016. She takes the number 4 slot just because I love her pattern. It's beautifully done by Breyer. She's a blood bay with this beautiful mapping on some of her little cat tracks. The color alone has made her one of my favorites. This mold I am not particularly in love with just because it's really large, and I feel like she's more built than an Arabian should be. I know she's supposed to be a shaggier Arabian, but she's kind of heavier than I would like her to be. But I love this model and this color on her mold. I'm not a big fan of, I have the special run of her, I don't remember the name of her, but I really love this color on her. So she takes my number 4 slot just because the intricacy of the pattern, and her face is really cute. So yeah. So this one was really hard to choose for number 3 just because I would tie him for 2nd place any day of the week, but just because he just got bumped down for me personally because he has a couple of little flaws. But I love this horse with all my heart. I had to ship him all the way from Canada to get him. He is from last year's Premier Club. I actually have a stand right here, which I should have put on, but it's okay. I love this mold. I love this color. I usually don't like horses with stands, but I kind of make an exception for him. I can't wait to see what other colors they do on this mold. But this color in particular is one of my favorites that Breyer has ever done. He is one of the never sells in my collection. I love him so much. Just the little cat tracks, the subtle dappling, how soft his color looks. His detailed eyes. He is honestly everything I could want in a jumper. Otherwise, he's one of my favorites. And I can't wait to see what else they do on this mold. So the number 2 slot has to go to these two. I pestered my friend enough to let me buy them from him. He won 3 of them at the youth show for division champions, and I needed to come home from Briarfest with these guys. They were a Grail the moment they came out. I loved their pattern and I loved their sculpt. As I said before, I love mares and fillies, and this loud Appaloosa blanket pattern is absolutely stunning. She's a liver chestnut and the baby's supposed to be a bay blanket Appaloosa. I love the baby so much. She's so precious. Her eyes are a little wonky at certain spots, but it doesn't really bother me that much. I'm so excited to get the regular run on this mold, who's just a plain bay. I think she's going to look adorable, but this coloring in this mold is just absolutely fantastic, and Briar did such a beautiful job with them, and I'm so happy that they're in my collection.
What?
So I feel like a bit of a broken record because I say this almost in every video. I have a Shannon Belle and I just rave and rave about them, but I honestly think that they deserve it. I love this sculpt and they're all never sells to me, and I will probably try to get almost all of them and conga the ones that I can acquire. I bought this guy in Briarfest 2018, and I saw him for sale in the Clarion and I snatched him right up. Like, I couldn't leave him there because I had only seen one previously for sale. He is from 2016. Yeah, 2016? Yeah. And he is just stunning. I love his dapples. This is a really, really nicely done bay by Briar. Karen Gearhart sculpted him and designed the paint job for him. I wish I could get the loose mane version, but the plated mane version is actually my favorite, so I probably won't get the loose mane version just because I don't want to have just a repeat, but they look completely different to me. And so he is just, will be one of my favorites in my collection and almost a never sell, so yeah. The last horse in my Premier Club collection would be little Darwin, and I hope to get his big buddy Dundee at Briarfest this year, one particularly with good mapping. But he is my only Premier Club stablemate that I own, and I'd hope to get True North to go with him on the little mini Brishan mold. But I love, love, love this little mold, this Lipizzaner in a bright, I don't know what you'd call this, Sabino. But hopefully he'll come out as a regular run in like a cute little gray/white. I love him with all my heart and he's adorable, and I can't wait to get my one for 2019, who's supposed to be a Morgan, I believe. If you can't tell, I'm really, really excited about the Premier Club for 2019, being, I think, an Eberl, I can't really pronounce it right, drafter, which is, I'm already sold. I'm probably gonna love this horse if he comes out as good as I'm imagining him to. And the Marin full set I'm so excited for, and hopefully I don't like the middle horse just because I kind of want to sell him to finance the rest of the Premier Club. And anyway, that's all I have to say on the subject, and I'm really, really excited, and I hope you liked this video, and see you next time. What are you doing?
I want to get one last little look at them all here.
That's my outro.